Hello and welcome, friends. The title of my story today is Lion, Camel, Jackal, and the Crow. There was once a jungle that was ruled by a lion called Gabbar. It had a leopard, a jackal, and a crow at his service, along with other animals. As a routine, they were wandering about the jungle one day when the lion saw a camel at a distance. This camel had separated from its caravan and was feeding itself on the green grass of the jungle. The lion took fancy to the animal that he had not seen any time before in his life. Let us go and ask this extraordinary animal where he comes from. The crow, who flies to far off places often, was aware, and he replied, "Master, it is called camel, and this camel lives in villages. The flesh of this animal tastes very yum, very good. So why not kill him and have him for dinner?" But the lion disagreed. "He does not belong to the jungle, so he is our guest. I will not kill him. Please go and assure him that no harm will be done and bring him to me." As per lion's instructions, they went to the camel and assured him that he was safe. After a lot of persuasion, they won his confidence, and they brought him to the camel. Then they brought the camel to the lion. The camel stood before the lion and bowed. He also narrated how he had got separated from his caravan that included his family members, and now he had reached the jungle. Upon hearing this, the lion said, "O camel, if you return to the village, you will be made a beast to carry burden again. Stay in the jungle under my kingdom. Instead, you can feast on the abundant green grass of the jungle without any fear." The camel accepted the offer, and they began to live together in peace. Later one day, the lion got severely wounded in a fight with a mad elephant. Such were his injuries that he could not take even a few steps, let alone go out for hunting. Due to lack of food, the lion became weak day by day. The animals who served him were also starving, since they all depended on the lion for their food. When the lion could not bear it anymore, he called them and said, "Go and find any animal that I can prey upon, even in my weak condition. This way I can provide food for you and also for myself." All the animals wandered about the jungle without any success to find such an animal. On their way back, the jackal had a plan, and Jackal is always a very cunning guy. He said to the crow, "There is no point wandering about the jungle when the food is right in front of us. The camel can provide us with food for all of us for a very long time." The crow replied, "Indeed, what you say is correct, but the master has assured the camel of his safety under his rule. He will refuse to kill him." The jackal said, "Leave that to me. I will influence the master in a manner that he will agree to feast the camel. You wait till I return after a discussion with the lion." Jackal met the lion and said, "Master, we have been looking around. We have been looking all around the jungle but could not find an animal for you. All of us have not had food for a very long time now. We have become weak and can hardly walk properly. Under the circumstances, if you agree to kill the camel, his flesh can provide food for all of us." The lion disagreed. "Shame on you. How can I kill the camel when he has my assurance that his life will be safe under my kingdom? It is a sin to think likewise." But the jackal was very cunning. He continued, "Master, it would indeed be a sin to kill him after you have given him the assurance of his safety. But if he offers himself as your food, it would then not be a sin to kill him, and you could accept the offer." The jackal continued, What good are we if we cannot be of use to our master in this time of need? Please kill one of us for yourself and our other friends to save from the dying hunger. So the jackal was very clear. He said, just kill us, kill one of us, and that will serve as food for you and the others. The lion was fed up in the meanwhile and failed to justify the jackal and said, Arey Baba, please do what you think would be the best for all of us. After this, the jackal returned to other animals and said, our master is sick and weak. If something happens to him, there would be no one to protect us. We have failed in getting any animal even after wandering the length and breadth of the jungle. The only way now to repay our debts to our master would be to offer ourselves to him. This way the rest of us would also be saved from the dying hunger. As planned, all of them stood before the lion and bowed. They informed the lion that they did not succeed in finding any animal for their food. The crow said, Master, we could not find anything appropriate for your food, so I offer myself. Please eat me to save yourself from hunger. The jackal interrupted, you are too small to provide flesh for the master. Even if he agrees to your offer, it will not be enough for his survival. Indeed, you have proven your devotion by offering yourself, and that frees you from the master's debt. He turned to the lion and said, please accept my offer, sir. The jackal stood humbly before the lion. Master, please eat me to save yourself from hunger. If you accept my sacrifice, I will be honored with a place in the heaven. Upon hearing this, the lion shook his head in refusal. This way, the other animals started offering themselves, but the lion was adamant. He kept rejecting all the offers. Meanwhile, the camel who was observing this drama, he thought, all of them have spoken beautifully about offering themselves, but the master refused to kill any of them. I too shall seek to impress the master in a similar fashion. So the camel also thought that he should follow these guys. The camel said to other animals, you all have offered yourself to the master, but the master cannot eat you because all of you are carnivores, flesh eaters, and belong to the same category as the lion himself. So now stand by. I shall offer myself. With this, the camel came forward and bowed before the lion and said, Master, you need not kill any of these animals. Please eat me instead. I offer myself in return of your debts. I shall find my way to heaven if you may please accept my offer. No sooner had he made the offer, the other animals cheered, having already been influenced by the jackal and pained by the hunger. The lion jumped at the camel and killed him, and thereafter all the animals ate him. So friends, the moral of the story is the wise indeed say, always be on guard when you are in the company of wicked people. Don't get carried away by their sweet words. So that's all I have for today. Goodbye and see you soon.